Alright, this is about a block away from where my mother lives. People in her area were not affected, but going from this point on, the neighborhood's just gone. I mean, literally, it's just gone. There's a huge swath that was cut through that literally destroyed several neighborhoods. This looks bad. This looks really bad, but it gets much, much worse. As you head closer to Pratt City, it's amazing the level of destruction that has occurred. It looks like a bomb went off and just leveled the city. You have police everywhere, and what was really striking to me was seeing National Guardsmen walking around an area I used to frequent with fully automatic weapons. Right there by the stop sign, that used to be a neighborhood. And this goes on for miles. This isn't just a few blocks. It's like this for miles. There are several areas that look like this around Birmingham. Pleasant Grove, Hueytown. Many neighborhoods are pretty much, if you don't live there, you can't get in there. There's checkpoints and blockades. I was going to see my mom's. I had to know exactly where I was going before they would even let me in. That's how bad this is. Heading down 78, this is where you're going to see a phenomenal amount of damage. I mean, there was places I didn't recognize because they were literally gone. On this side, you know, you'll see a guy there. He's actually walking on top of what I believe used to be a mechanic shop, a service station. I'm not sure. I mean, it's pretty much, I think it was more like a stop and go shop, convenience store, something like that. But you could see that the trees, you couldn't see that sky like that. I mean, all those trees were just leveled. And as you go over here to Hampton, I believe, or the back part of Smithfield Estates, that neighborhood is literally gone. I'm actually going to go up here and get out and walk over to get a closer shot, because it is just eerie how much damage was done. Downright creepy. I actually remember that service station when I was a kid. And apparently it turned into something else since the gas pumps are gone, but still, it's devastating. I mean, really. You know, this is just a place that I used to pass by a lot on the way into Birmingham, because this is about 5 minutes outside of Birmingham. And you will just see some of the strangest things. And I've seen a lot of destruction. It was actually in New Orleans shortly after Katrina, and it was just weird. Whereas you saw cars on top of buildings, trees, I mean, just a lot of weird stuff that didn't make sense, where this is just total destruction and devastation.
This could have been. This is what it's like. It don't care. It don't have feelings, baby. A tornado does not have feelings.
It tore the whole city down. Daddy, look at this. Yeah, 50.
Where I saw the first National Guardsman with a weapon. Actually, she's gone. I decided to do this video on my way back to the ATL, and just happened to have my camera with me. But it was really shocking what you're about to see next. That's actually a SWAT team camped out in that parking lot, which, you know, it's just foreboding of what's to come. I was really unprepared to see things that are happening on this street, because this is heading towards Smithfield Estates. You know, fairly solid neighborhood, you know, very middle class, and it's amazing how much of it is literally gone. You just see a bunch of really weird stuff. And I didn't get it on camera, but I actually talked to some of the power guys. They're literally having to rerun the power lines for blocks to miles. And I remember that house, and I'm just like, okay, it's still standing, but it looks weird. And as I was passing it, I realized what was missing. Yeah, the roof was literally blown off the house into the yard, leaving the house mostly intact. I don't know if these cars are here or there's another guardsman. You just see just some of the craziest stuff. Apartment buildings. And after seeing this, I'm amazed that more people didn't die. I mean, you're about to see some crazy stuff. I think some of those vehicles are actually thrown around from other places. Got this. And it's weird. It's like it just like a lawnmower just cut through the middle of the neighborhood. Never seen anything like this before. You know, like I said, I was in New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina, so we were selling a lot of stuff on eBay and sold a lot of furniture. And due to the fact that getting stuff into New Orleans was a trip, we actually rented some trucks and took it down ourselves so that people would get it fairly quickly. I really don't know what's going to happen with some of these people. so fun. Right here, you'll actually see a checkpoint where they're questioning people going in and out of the neighborhood. Like I said, if you don't live there, you can't get in. So I turn around and get the other side, but this is just a small sample of what hit Birmingham. This is just one part. It looks like this in several places, and I didn't go to Tuscaloosa, which was actually worse, much worse than this, if you could imagine such a thing. Alright, I'm heading back to Atlanta, and for those who've never been to Birmingham, this is the city. It hasn't really changed much. There's not a lot of building going on, and it's probably going to take me about 6 seconds to get through downtown Birmingham. So if you blink, you'll miss it. That's it. That's what happened to the ham. This is a really crazy world we live in. You know, every year is something. Things are just getting worse and worse. And anyone that can't recognize that is obviously not paying attention.